What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Breaking News. Small Biz gets funded after epic rant. It is Tuesday, September the 28th. Very quick video, 2021. Please do me a favor, give this video a thumbs up. Hashtag EIDL in the comments below. Make sure you go over on Twitter at Try Small Biz. That's Try Small Biz. Thank you very much. We hit 7,000 followers today. Username Small Biz Inc., the name of the company that I formed not only to help grow your small business, but to get you and your family the love and support in Washington, D.C. that you deserve. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you may have seen yesterday's video where I went absolutely fucking off on the SBA in Washington, D.C. for threatening to block one of our fellow small business owners. Well, less than 24 hours later, I have an amazing story and email to read to you out loud. So do yourself a favor, pull up a chair. Grab a cup of coffee, ice cold beer, glass of wine. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep this short and sweet. By the way, how about them Cowboys? Fly, Eagles, fly. Oh, my goodness. Right to the bottom of the NFC East. I won't work any harder on that point because I don't need 75 thumbs down for being a hardcore Cowboy fan. But it's crystal clear we are taking the NFC East. I would say about 12-5. We'll talk more about that later. Yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, we had a small business owner, if you haven't seen the video, please do so, who reached out to the SBA, as we are told in the frequently asked questionnaire, and I'm going to pin that again for you, and Miss Isabel Guzman, who's been interviewed multiple times, including by Yahoo Finance, when asked, what should small business owners do when they can't get an answer with respect to their targeted EIDL advance, the supplemental, or the EIDL increase? Well, Miss Guzman, the boss, the head administrator of the Small Business Administration, says, not only in the frequently asked questionnaire, but in multiple interviews, why you should reach out to your local SBA office. But as half of you have discovered over the last several weeks, many of them are absolutely fucking worthless, including Atlanta, Georgia, and now, of course, the worst of all, Washington, D.C. So I went on a rampage yesterday and the night before. I wrote several chiefs of staff. I called and emailed Miss Guzman. I roasted just about anybody that I could get my hands on. I also tagged a number of investigative reporters. You saw what I'm up to on Twitter, and lo and behold, I get the following email, keeping it short and sweet. Hey, Jason, man, I'm so glad that you can say all of the things, all caps, I wish that I could say to the SBA. Thank you for holding them accountable. I don't know who you talked to or what you did, but yesterday morning at 7:45 in the AM, I got two emails. One saying that my supplemental was approved, and the other said that my loan modification had been approved. Get this, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a 7 months saga. The crazy thing is, although I sent in my date stamped 2019 taxes, which I've said most of you should do, again, half the loan officers accept it, they still modified my loan to reflect a sum that was derived from my 2019 transcripts. If they had used my 2019 taxes, I should have gotten a loan north of $315,000, even with subtracting the amount received last year. I was told by a Tier 2 agent that I need to just accept that loan amount of $219,000, so it looks like they adjusted them down almost $100,000. And when my 2019 taxes are processed, they are bound by law to give me the difference of $100K, give or take. Now, that is also true. Very important point. If you are forced for whatever reason to take a loan amount because they haven't gotten your taxes done, for one example, you can always do a reconsideration up to 6 months later. By then, the IRS will have been caught up and get the amount that's due. So if you are forced for whatever reason, you have a loan officer that's a total a-hole, you don't have your 2019 taxes processed, or you've got a loan officer that won't accept a stamped copy of your transcript like some will, you can always get the rest of the money. And again, the formula is your 2019 gross revenue minus your cost of goods or services times 2. So if you did 100 grand, your cost is 10 grand. You take 90,000 times 2 is 180,000. If they paid you $50,000 last year, you're going to get a wire transfer this year for $130,000. But if you're like this particular small business owner and you're forced to have it lower just so that you and your family can get some money, you take it. And then once they get your 2019 transcript over to the SBA or whatever the problem happens to be, you can do a reconsideration and get the full amount. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to go on. He talks about multiple conversations, what the business is going to do now that they can stay afloat. But here's the moral of the story. I ain't fucking going anywhere until every single one of you watching me is getting $10,000 regardless of size, location, or credit score on the grants. Let's make it 15 with a supplemental. $2 million caps are real and they start October the 9th for those of you seeking that particular maximum amount. 24 months of capital, my goodness, just read the comments. More and more people, including this person, are getting funded hundreds of thousands of dollars. And yes, at some point next year, right before the election, when they're going to be looking real hard to buy some more votes, I'm going to work with Big Ben fucking Card to make sure that you never pay the SBA a friggin' dime. And just over 6 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, always remember that I love each and every single one of you, and I thank you so much for watching.